Hey guys, how's it going? I am back finally with a recipe. Woohoo! Okay, it's been too long coming. We don't cook enough in the summer with things that I haven't already shown you guys. I do way more cooking in the winter, but also if you've missed the grocery hauls or the meal planning video, we're doing a lot of meal planning now, which means more cooking. And I was just outside and I honestly feel itchy, so I'm sorry if that shakes. Okay, so what I'm making today, super simple, fast and easy. I shouldn't really say fast. I'm gonna make it in the crock pot. You can make it in the Instant Pot, but it is super simple. It does not take much effort or anything else. It is shredded chicken sandwiches. You don't have to use it as a sandwich. I actually put the shredded chicken over the top of a salad. I have eaten it just plain by itself. We also really like to use like slider buns or even regular hamburger buns. You just put some mayonnaise in there. It's really good. This has a lot of flavor and 3 ingredients. Now granted, one of those ingredients has its own list, but I'll show you all that. Okay, 3 ingredients. Excuse the messes around. I did not clean off the counter ahead of time, and it is Chore Friday, so I got kids working on a chore list over there. If you've missed that before, let me know. I'm honestly not sure if I've done a complete video on it or just mentioned it in other videos. Okay, first thing first, I have got this thing of chicken breasts from Sam's Club. This has 8 chicken breasts in it. There's 2 per package, and there's 4 of those little packages in there. If I'm gonna do a longer plan or something, if I didn't have raw in the fridge, I would have used frozen. Typically, I can fit anywhere from 6 to 8 frozen chicken breasts in the crock pot. That cooks all day, so I put that in the morning. It's just at lunchtime right now, so I'm going to put it in so we can have it for supper. The second ingredient is this real crumbled bacon, the Hormel brand. We have tried the Sam's Club version. We've even tried the Costco version. And guys, this is one of the few things from Costco I'm going to tell you I don't like. We used to buy the big bags of this. Actually, I think at some point we found them at each of those places. But now Walmart here has a small bulk section. So they've got these big bags there. They are 1 pound, 4 ounce. This guy just has a tiny bit left in it. So I'm going to use that and then some from the new bag. And then the third ingredient is this Italian dressing mix. I order this from Azure Standard. I only have to order it like once every year or two. It is something, it's a kind of like a direct co-op buy type grocery deal. Usually you can find a drop spot in your area. It's Azure Standard, A-Z-U-R-E. Otherwise, you can probably find a dry Italian dressing mix somewhere else. I'm sure it would work too. We just really like the flavor of this. It takes about 2 tablespoons of this mix, about a handful of bacon, and the chicken. You like my measurements? So let me put it in the crock pot and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so really quick disclaimer on the chicken. You guys may have noticed in my grocery hauls or even when I just pulled this package out now, I always use the meat bags that Sam's Club has on the rolls at the end of all the meat coolers. Yeah, this was prepackaged. Shouldn't have been a concern is what most people would probably think. I typically see people using it for meat that was packaged there in the butcher department, but this package proved exactly why I do that, and it's because it was leaking. It did not appear to be leaking at all when I bought it, but I always put the bags in one of those protector bags. I do not want meat juice dripping all over my fridge and over everything else in there because we don't keep the meat in the bottom of the fridge like you really should. Partially because I've got kids coming in from outside. Partially because the produce drawers are at the bottom. I mean, that's where every fridge tends to put them. So you can't really put the meat at the very bottom. So I had meat juice all over in there and it was kind of a mess. So I'm so thankful for those bags and that I do that. So if you don't do that, there's a good reason too. Now let me show you what everything looks like in the crock pot. Okay, here is what the chicken looks like. You can see I dumped the bacon over top, and then that is 2 tablespoons worth of the seasoning sprinkled over the top. I do not add any extra liquids. Now, typically, these are frozen. You've got plenty of fluid that comes out of the chicken, but even cooking them raw, it is the same thing. Plenty of fluid comes out. In fact, I will show you before we start shredding everything just how much liquid is in the crock pot before we do that. And then as you shred it, the meat kind of reabsorbs all of that liquid. So it ends up just being really juicy and just, honestly, just really good. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and kick this on. We're gonna switch to high, and we are gonna do 5 hours on high. And this, I need to scrub the outside of my crock pot. But this is just an official crock pot. Replaced my old one that got broken. And yeah, so that's the settings that we have found works on this one. I'm gonna put the lid on this bad boy, and we'll see you back here when it's done cooking. Okay guys, so while it's been like a split second for you, it has been over 5 hours, about 5 hours, 20 minutes or so. It doesn't say a countdown on the crock pot. That's how long it's been for me. In that time frame, I've managed to run into town, thoroughly clean my parents' house, come back, take kids to the library, come back again, and here I am. So, guys, this smells awesome. That's one thing I'm gonna tell you about this because of the spices and stuff. It really smells amazing. But let's take a look and see how this looks. Okay. Open that up there. Okay, so as you can see, oh, and first of all, I've got my handy dandy meat chopper from Pampered Chef. You can see the chicken in here. You see this liquid down in there. Start pulling some of the chicken. Ooh, that's gonna fog up on me. See how everything just starts falling apart? It's because it is thoroughly cooked. Now I chop it. Okay, so here it is. It's all chopped up. In a moment, I guess I found a little piece there that wasn't fully chopped. Doesn't take much. I'm gonna grab a spoon here. Now, when you do it from frozen, there's a little bit more liquid in here even. But this is really good, juicy chicken. It makes amazing sandwiches. Like I said before, mayonnaise. I like to add some spicy mustard to it. And then, yeah, with that you can put some cheese on it if you want to. One of the kids just grabbed me a spoon so I could show you that. Okay guys, you can't get much more simple than that for a hot, home-cooked meal that is really versatile. It was 3 ingredients. I threw it in the crock pot for 5 hours with raw. If it's frozen, it takes about 8 hours on high. You can do this in the Instant Pot. I have done that before too when I'm running low on time. For frozen, oh, I'm trying to remember here. I probably do about 45 minutes on frozen. Yeah, 45 minutes on high. I think that's about what I would do. If it's raw, obviously it'll take less, but you want to cook it enough that it almost just starts to fall apart. But because it's in the crock pot with the lid on it, it traps all that moisture in there. So it keeps it from drying out and stuff. So there it is. Let me know if you guys try this. Leave information down in the comment section below, any thoughts or ideas you have on this, or if you try it and how it worked out for you. Otherwise, I hope you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell because there's more coming up next. We'll see you guys in the next one.